1, prepare.
We're not prepared.
Check that off the list. 2, stay sober.
Not happening.
Welcome to the best kind of worst.
No one fucking cares.
Everyone cares.
Who?
I care.
Dick suck.
So there I am in the parking lot. Underwear and a guinea.
Hang out in the backseat of a 7-Eleven.
It's an animal!
We might die.
So you want to talk about those lesbians?
We need a Bay update.
I slept on the fucking tile!
Hand, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you.
Sweet Caroline.
Good times never seem so good.
Hello.
Hello.
We're in it.
Oh, we're here. This 5 a.m. club legit.
Well, kind of. It's 7:30, but, you know.
Yeah, I had to get up at 1:30 and wake up the Canadian this morning.
1:30?
Yeah, because she fell asleep last night at like, I guess 6 p.m. And she's like, I fell asleep studying. Can you wake me up at 1:30? I was like, yeah, sure. Set my alarm for I set an alarm for 1:30, 3:30, and 4:30.
Jesus. Yeah, I got up at about 4. Had to go bring Mom and Todd back to the airport.
Shout out to our top listener.
Yeah. But, yeah. So obviously, we started off with a classic tune.
Little Neely.
For the champs. Champs at hand.
4-1.
4-1.
Red Sox, 2018 World Series champs.
Yes. Good stuff.
Yeah, 108 games this season.
Yeah, most wins ever for the franchise.
With a rookie manager.
Yeah, bunch of young kids.
You follow baseball a ton. When you look at our outfield, name a better outfield in the history of baseball.
It's, I don't know, it's a solid outfield,
you
like all across the board. Yeah, of course, but
goddamn, when you really look at the numbers and what we're able to do, and defensively, how well they play.
Yeah, they did. They really did. You don't, you'll always have a couple star players out in the outfield, but you don't always have such a solid, full roster for the outfield. And subs for the outfield are solid too, you know, so it's...
I mean, JD had that error. He had that error last night, but he's more of a DH now, and he doesn't really get a lot of playing time, you know, in the outfield. But then
you're gonna have that every once in a while.
But then 2 outs later, he makes an unbelievable catch on the right on the foul line. That was a fair ball. That was gonna drop in.
Yeah,
great catch. You know, David Price. I can't say enough. I can't say enough for all the people that thought that he couldn't pitch in the postseason. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no, he pitched a solid game. Real solid game.
Especially when
Didn't start off good, though. First pitch of the night was a home run, and everybody's like, oh, what the fuck?
I had a heart attack. I had a heart attack because, you know, he pitches game 2. He throws an inning in game 3.
Yep.
He warms up for game 4.
Yep.
And now, first pitch
home run.
is a yak.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, he's just tired. And we're asking him to do a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what we asked of Nathan Eovaldi.
Yeah.
He pitched a whole game of extra innings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was still throwing 100.
Still throwing. Yep.
You know, we did it with Chris Sale being, you know, in the hospital, also with his shoulder inflammation.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Great team.
Shout out to Brock Holt. I love his enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I love his enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Every time he crosses home plate, just screaming. He gets a single, screaming. Into the inning,
fired up.
Screaming.
Yep.
Nah, it was great. Shout out to Poppy, looking fucking beautiful last night. Get A-Rod off that desk, but keep Poppy.
A-Rod's chunky now. They laid off them steroids.
Oh, did you see? Because TBS has Pedro on the desk.
Really?
Yeah, they got Pedro Martinez on the desk. He's looking so thick.
Is he?
And his accent is so hard. It's great though. It's
That's
great.
Yeah,
You
last
know,
time I saw him, he was looking thick.
I like when they give and this isn't like a I guess it is, but I love when they give Spanish people like that you can't really understand a whole lot, an opportunity to sit on commentating booths and to sit on analysts,
chance,
because that's for a lot of Spanish countries, that's the only way out. So we have an understanding of that game that most people don't.
That's why there's such a huge Spanish descent in the leagues. You know,
that's great.
It's a way out for a lot of them.
Now, I was thinking this last night, and I've never really thought about this. When you coach, for me, I don't think it's obviously very difficult, but I don't think it's extraordinarily hard to coach basketball. I think the hardest coaching job in the world is football, because there's so many plays, so many variables. Every team is a different, formation, a different way of playing. Yeah. But I think close second is managing a baseball team, because of how much analytics goes into it these days. Yeah. They talked about the way Cora pulled Price in the 5th inning in Game 2, and then it goes. Or I'm sorry, and he pulled. Who did he pull in Game 3?
Damn it! Shit, what the hell is his name? Oh, because Game 4 was Rodriguez.
Yeah, and it's not Pomeranz. It's
no. Who started 3?
Jesus,
I don't remember.
Anyways, they pulled him in like the 5th inning, and they were saying he probably should have let him in longer because the game ended up going 18 innings. But you don't know that going in, right?
Yeah, you don't know. In the World Series, you need to give us 5 innings, and then that's it. Like, you're good.
And then we literally used every pitcher. So Eovaldi was the last thing. I mean, they were considering warming up Chris Sale. They were also considering putting Chris Sale in it as a position player.
Yeah.
Because Nunez took that hard slide into first. I can never remember this guy's name.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up. I'm not seeing it right now.
Jesus.
Blah, blah, blah. It's not a big deal, but yeah, it was the longest World Series game ever with 18 innings. Crazy.
Yeah, it was like almost over 7 hours.
And it was the longest time game.
Yeah. I mean, I was up till like 4 a.m. in the morning watching that damn thing.
Yeah, I didn't make it. I passed the fuck out.
Rick Porcello. God damn it.
Porcello,
That's it, man. I always fucking forget his name. But no, I thought about this. I think managing a baseball team is very, very difficult.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Especially with the amount of games you play and trying to keep people, fresh. But unbelievable season.
Yeah,
great stuff.
Season, great win.
How was your week?
Week was good. What did I do? What the fuck did I do this week? It's a great question.
Fell off the bandwagon or jumped back on?
On the wagon.
Jumped on the wagon.
Didn't fall.
Going strong.
Jumped on.
Better purse.
No. This is what I said I would do. I didn't guarantee you the whole month.
No.
I guaranteed you until Mom and Todd got here.
Sidebar. Shelly comes to me and she's like, did Oli fall off the bandwagon? And I was like, well, here's the thing. We did Sober October, and he was like, well, I can go to the 25th.
I said it right from the start.
And she was like, she kind of looked at me funny, and I was like, I know what you're thinking. It's like going, I'm going to run a 5K, but I'm only going to do 4 of the 5Ks, but you're still going to give me you're gonna brother me the last K.
You agreed with it. You could have said no, that doesn't work. Listen, I don't get much time with my mom, so I wasn't gonna.
We ain't gonna hold it against you.
You know, she wanted to go check out some of the local breweries, so we went and checked out some of the local breweries.
Fuck you! I'm going to Coppertail.
Why?
I've been dying to do the tour. Was it good?
It was awful. Good? No, honestly, it was maybe it was just the girl, and it was because it was only the 3 of us doing it. It was just so like, well, here's this, here's that. All right, see you later.
This is what we call a screwdriver.
Yeah. Well, but because we the thing that probably hurt it though was because right before we did a tour at Cigar City, and that one is long, massive. It's like a 45-minute tour. They give you a bunch of beer. And and then you go to Coppertail. It's a smaller establishment, which is fine. But then she was just like, oh yeah, she basically just walked us down to the end, walked us back, and that was it. Like, didn't have a ton of knowledge. You know, like the guy at Scar City was like, knew everything. Like, this is what we use here. This is what we use here. This is how this process is done. And she was just kind of like, oh, well, you know, stuff. So maybe it was just her. You know, I'd say maybe let's go do it again.
I haven't done the one at Cigar City, though, because I just don't like that place too much.
First time I went, didn't get kicked out.
I know. Oh, be a better person. Do you see the... there's always a constant theme in when we get kicked out. Did you just notice that?
Yeah. There's one or two things missing.
Yeah, there's a constant.
But, so, I mean, the one there was really good. I would recommend doing it. And I would like to redo the Coppertail one, only because I feel like maybe it was we should go do it on like tour guide that
like a Friday night.
Yeah.
Where there's, they're putting the cream of the crop.
It was actually a Friday night.
You know what? Hey, Coppertail, be a better brewery.
Though they are a great brewery. Though they were setting up for their Halloween events and stuff. So maybe we just got the B squad or the C squad,
Okay.
It wasn't bad. It was just very, I don't know, lackadaisical. It was like,
Did you get a pumpkin beer and a dick suck?
Neither of those.
Did you get a ghoul and a dick suck?
Neither. Did get some beer.
Oh.
So, yeah. I really don't remember much about this week.
You called me last night. You're like, you want to come over and knock this podcast out? You were slurring every word.
Was I?
You were slurring every word.
Well, yesterday we went to the, there was a 37th annual, apparently, seafood festival over at John's Pass.
So did we just skip the first 36s and just go straight to 37?
Maybe. I had never heard of it. Kristen had never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
You had never heard of it. So it's like, I don't know. But it was good. I mean, they basically block off all of John's Pass in there and put food trucks and vendors in and stages with bands playing.
How cool is John's Pass?
It's pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool little place.
Pretty cool. I'd only been a couple other times to actually right there. But it was good. It took us a while to get in because we parked right in John's Pass.
Well, they got that parking garage now.
Yeah, no, and that's where we parked, but it took forever. We sat in line for about a half hour because the garage was full, but they were saying it's like a 5 to 10 minute wait.
Yeah,
but that's per car.
I remember going as a kid a lot, and they didn't have the garage. I mean, the garage had only been there probably 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
That's tight already.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good time down there. Had a bunch of beer,
whiskey.
What? But yeah, it was good. Other than that, earlier this week, just worked on a few miscellaneous things. Nothing crazy.
Very nice.
Yeah. What about you?
Found a super long white hair in my head.
Awesome.
I told Shelly if she wakes up and I'm dead and I gave her I showed her the hair. I told her that's why.
Not too happy
sad.
about that.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, we'll just skip right over it.
No, yeah.
Gets me all choked up.
Really?
Hung out with Sister Vintage on Saturday night.
Yep. How was that?
Yeah, I'm not a big holiday person. Like I don't really care. I don't like most holidays. So she's like, come to this Halloween thing, and I was like, all right, sure.
Why not?
I was giving Halloween the old college try. Let's see if we can.
It's such a bullshit statement, though. A college try. Nobody fucking tries.
I mean, you do at some point. I did.
I mean, I did too, but
I know you did. That's
most
what I'm
people
saying.
I know didn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. In college, you usually try things once, and if you don't like it, you probably don't do it ever again.
But you've gone out for Halloween before.
Yeah, but it's always for like other people, and like I never like I've only probably dressed up twice. Shout out to Vintage for making me get that Robin T-shirt with the cape.
Yeah, a couple of years back.
Bails me out.
Oh, now you always have a costume in case you need it, right?
Robin T-shirt with a cape and sweatpants. Yeah, I was like, maybe I'll enjoy it. Halloween, maybe get into this thing, and maybe Halloween will be my thing.
Yeah.
I think everybody should have one holiday, right? I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah, no.
Didn't work out for you.
Nah. Hard pass.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
We went down to Ybor City, Florida. They're having a big Halloween extravaganza down there.
Yeah. Now, was that like... Because don't they do that Guavaween thing?
I don't know if they do
Was that
Guavaween.
or does that still happen?
I don't think it happens anymore because that was always a 98 Rock thing.
Okay.
Because I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It could have been there and I would have never known. There was just so many people. And
well, that's it. I mean, it's the weekend before Halloween. And
one thing I did see and I had to laugh. This guy made a costume. He took you know those like foam egg thing, the egg carton foam things?
Yeah.
Like the mattress toppers. They look like the little egg cartons, but it's foam. He took it and cut it out in the shape of a pad, like a life-size like woman pad.
Oh, okay.
And then painted like some red on it.
Oh, okay.
It was disgusting.
Yeah. Gross.
A lot of people were Mortal Kombat people.
Really?
Didn't know that was still a thing.
A lot? Like
A lot.
noticeably
An
a lot?
alarming amount.
Weird.
Most of them were Asian, so it was even more like stereotypical.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're in line to go to this club, and you know me, I don't do clubs. So I was just sitting there watching the Red Sox game on YouTube. I was watching someone watch the game on YouTube Live.
Naturally.
These two people in front of us were like two white guys, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go urinate. Do you mind if we come back in line?" Yeah, the line was like an hour long. Hey, no problem.
Ugh.
Behind us is 4 guys. Hispanic and Asian and 2 black guys.
Yep.
And the 2 white guys come back in line and they start screaming at
People
these
get
guys.
all mad. Yeah.
And they're screaming, "Oh, look at these white privileged motherfuckers!" And I'm like, and I turned around, I was like, "Guys, they were here the entire time. They just went to go pee."
Yeah.
Like, no, they weren't. I was like, "How? Like,
How would you? Yeah.
they're right
You
in
weren't
front of
paying
me.
attention.
Like, I just talked to the people. Like,
Yeah.
relax." They're like, "Oh no, this ain't happening. These white people think that they can just get away with murder." And I was like, what is happening right now?
Did you tell him you weren't white?
And I looked at the Hispanic guy and I was like, how different do you think you and I are?
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Oh no, motherfucker, color people first," and literally skipped like in front of us and in front of the other people, and then proceeded as we're now arguing with the people because they're just being absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
The security guard comes by and proceeds to attempt to throw us out.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And mind you, this security guard, and you know me, I'll start yelling. The security guard's in my face screaming at me, and I'm literally just talking to the guy. 100% sober. I didn't drink. I didn't have one drink that entire night. I'm literally talking to him, and I just keep talking to him. In that moment, I realized I don't have to yell at people.
No.
I will talk down to you like if you're 5. And he was literally spitting in my face, and I'm going, "If you're trying to intimidate me, it's not going to work." And I looked at him, I go, "Put your nose to my abdomen and suck my dick."
No, you didn't.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he was just trying to intimidate me to get me to stop talking. I'm like, I was like, "I'm trying to tell you what happened."
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to do.
You don't want to listen.
Like, the 4 people in front of us are drunk. The people I'm with are drunk. I'm literally the only sober person. So why don't you stop listening to everyone, and I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Tell you what happened.
Because if we did something wrong, I'll tell you. I'm not looking to get arrested.
No.
And at any moment, someone in the group that I'm with is going to pop off and punch someone. So hey, if let me circumvent this, and if we have to go to the back of the line, we have to go. I don't care. I'm not careening to get in. I got no skin in the game. So then we get in, and I got full patted down, by the way. And then the guy proceeded to tell me, "Oh, this has nothing to do with anything that happened outside." All right,
yeah.
You just grabbed my crank, son.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, don't be so stupid.
Just wanted to get a little feel.
Yes, everyone was drinking, and I kept getting. Sister Vintage was doing her best senior vintage impression, trying to get me to drink.
Yeah, yeah.
I stayed strong.
There you go.
went to the bar to get her a drink.
Yep.
And this guy put some pills on the countertop, smashed them with his hand, and then ate them. And he's like,
Why would you smash them if you're going to eat them?
I don't ask these kind of questions.
Normally you would smash it to like snort it or something,
Well,
right?
normally you'd go to the establishment.
Or put it in your drink or...
Well, normally you'd go to the establishment with them already smashed if you knew that you were going to smash them regardless. Because there's no telling what's on that bar.
Yeah, but if you're smashing pills and eating them, you probably don't care.
Oh, no, 100%. And I was like, he's like, yeah, I fucks with people. And I was like, we trying to fight? Like, I don't want to fight. Like, no. And he's like, nah. And then he pulls out one of those Coke straws and gets a hit of Coke. And he's like, you want some? I was like, no, of course not. Of course not. No.
You want some?
No. Never done any drugs in my life. Like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then he puts it on his arm. He's like, better now? And I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah, that's how I want it.
Yeah,
it was the
read
straw.
my mind.
It was the straw that
I didn't
got
want
me.
to share a straw. I just wanted to do it off your arm.
Yeah.
Your
that
sweaty
was it.
arm. No. Thanks, though. And the lady next to him was there was a lady next to me on my left. He was on my right. And she's watching this whole thing, whispering in my ear. She's like, does he have a gun? I'm like, no, I don't know. Stop talking to me. I don't know who you are.
Just because he has
She's
cocaine.
like, I feel kind of threatened and I want to leave, but I'm waiting for my drink. I was like, well, then make a decision.
Yeah, this is on you.
This is your fault. Oh, no, don't drag me into this.
Oh, God.
Oh. People were dressed up
Sounds
as
like a
all
shit
kinds
show.
of crazy things. Someone was dressed up as, and I fucked up this name just a second ago, the Pinhead.
Yeah, Pinhead from
But
Hellraiser.
he used, and I actually walked up and verified this. He used real fucking nails.
So he was just killing
If
people.
he would have fallen over or bumped into someone with his head, somebody going to hospital.
Yeah.
Hospital.
Somebody have nails in their head.
Yeah, and then I was gonna.
But you got patted down.
Yeah, I got patted
And he
down.
was wearing a head of nails.
Yeah.
That he could just swing and kill people with.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I realize I don't fit in anywhere. We're getting just too old.
Yeah, well, you know.
Dad Booba over here with his fanny pack. Trying to dance because I can't. Don't know how.
Did you wear the fanny?
Of course I wore it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna trust. I'm gonna trust people to reach in my pocket and steal stuff and get stuff by me.
They had, I think it was at Angry Chair. We went to Angry Chair on Friday. Angry Chair Brewery. And they had...
Is that the one that makes that cider? That's Angry Orchard.
Don't
never mind.
compare that.
Yeah.
This is the one that we tried going to.
I was going to judge you.
But we ended up going to Shuffle instead. A little,
Okay.
little local brewery.
I got you.
Not far from Seventh Sun. We also went to Seventh Sun the other day. We had a lot of breweries this weekend.
Is there a brewery that you didn't drink from this weekend?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah, of course. There's just a lot that we did drink from. But Angry Chair had some belt bags for you.
Fuck yeah.
I think they were a little on the pricey side. I don't remember how much, but they did have some.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Had some nice hats, too.
Comes in fucking handy.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna like Uber drive some people home, make some cash on the backside.
Yeah.
And and it just ended up driving everyone home that I was with because no one.
You should have convinced somebody you were with to call an Uber and then selected it, right? And then you would have got paid for doing it. Because they would have been so drunk they didn't know what was going on anyway.
Well, Sister Vintage
She didn't even remember.
She couldn't even type in Breezy's address into my phone. she's like, I'll tell you hold on, I can type it. And she types the number 3, a colon, and then a smile emoji.
And that was it.
And the address was like, I won't give it out, but the 3 was right.
Yeah.
The 3 was right.
She started out okay.
The first number was correct.
Good
the next
stuff.
number was a 3 though, so that's how fucked up that
Why
went.
didn't you just drop them all at... Oh, never mind.
Well, because her car was at Breezy's house, but she wanted to go home.
Okay.
She wanted to go home.
So you dropped her off.
So I dropped everyone. Everyone's car was at
Birdie.
Yeah. So then I took Sister Vintage to
Gotcha.
the White family home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, called Tully at 4:15 a.m. on the way home.
Yeah.
Because I live even further now, so like the drive was even further.
That's
right.
right. That's right.
So I talked to him for like 45 minutes. He's flying out Tuesday.
That's right.
To
That's right.
North Dakota. Here's a funny story.
Oh yeah.
So, and I didn't know this, but when you leave, I don't know if there's like a certain amount of time you have to stay at an Air Force base or whatever, but once you leave or get reassigned, they give you like a little going away party, of course, right? But they also give you kind of like a plaque or something that commemorates your time there. It's like, oh, thanks for your service here at, blank, blank Air Force Base.
That's cool.
And, like, I guess there's, because it's Japanese culture, it's kind of like a sword type deal.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, he's an asshole.
Well,
so he's an asshole. So he tells his commander or supervisor, whatever the fuck they call it, that I don't want a going away party and I don't want a BS gift.
A BS gift. What the fuck?
So they did like a little barbecue for him. He got so drunk that he blacked out. He doesn't remember anything.
That's fantastic.
Anything from like he says he got like 12 hours missing.
That's why he didn't want the party, because he knew he wouldn't be able to hold up.
And they got him a decanter.
Okay.
That's engraved.
Okay. That's
and he was
nice.
like, "Oh, it's cool." And he was like, "But I kind of wanted the plaque." And I was like, "But you told him not to do anything."
You said you didn't want the BS
and he's
gift.
like, "Yeah, I know it's kind of my fault, but like." So I talked to my supervisor about it. I was like, who does this?
By the way, I don't want a party and your BS gift, but now that you threw me a party and gave me a better gift, I kind of want the other one.
Yeah, you got me a decanter, and then you go back and you're like, hey, thanks for the barbecue last night and all that, but I really would like
I want my sword.
So the supervisor was like, do you want a plaque? We'll get you a plaque. I mean, I don't know. So he was like, yeah, man, I don't know. He's like, it's kind of my fault, but I was like,
no, it's fully his fault.
Stop talking. First off,
just stop.
And I guess his close friends showed up there, which was nice.
Yep.
But yeah, lesson for the wise or the dumb: stop talking.
Stop talking.
Don't talk. Just let it happen.
Yes.
Except in times of sexual assault, don't let it happen.
No.
Oh, what happened this week in the world?
I don't know.
Red Sox won the World Series. Yep. Oh, well, I guess we should go chronological. Yeah, the bombs.
The bombs, the pipe bombs.
The son of a bitch that was sending the bombs had to be from Florida.
Of course.
It had to be from Florida.
All the psychopaths are from Florida.
Motherfucker, man. He worked for a pizza place, allegedly.
Yep.
And he had his van. He's got a white van.
Well,
I think I have a picture of it.
Of course, most
he's
bombers
got a
do.
White van.
It's like bombers and rapists, right?
Yeah. And he's got pictures on all the windows, and it's got pictures of Trump.
Oh boy!
But also pictures of Democratic people, and they have crosshairs on them.
Oh,
so this was bound to happen.
So that was a dead giveaway.
Oh yeah, and he worked for a pizza place.
Yeah.
And what'd they say? He wanted to go back. He wanted to go back to the Hitler days.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he told this to like his boss.
I thought that was somebody else.
Yeah, no, twice this week. We've had two references to Hitler.
Oh, okay,
this
all
week.
right. Because you had mentioned some other story that somebody said that. We'll get to that.
In my mind, I didn't realize this one did it too.
All right.
I guess he told his boss this at the pizza place, like the general manager,
and then sent a bunch of bombs to Republicans and Robert Downey Jr.
Well, Democrats. Democrats like Hillary, Obama. Basically, anybody that said something negative about Trump.
Okay.
And then he also sent one to Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. That's who it was. I knew it was a Robert.
Let me be very honest, and I'm gonna take Michael Rappaport's approach to this. Don't ever send a bomb to Robert De Niro. Don't ever do it.
Yeah.
It's an easy way to piss me off.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should be put in jail for the rest of your life. That guy's a national treasure. He's done more for this country than most people will ever do.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, look, what is it with people making bombs? I don't get it.
People are psycho.
I don't get it. It's a lot of work.
You would think.
And if you're smart enough to make a bomb and you're working at a pizza place, where did you go wrong?
Yeah, what are you doing
Where did
with
you
yourself?
go wrong?
Yeah.
At least when you look back at like the Unabomber, like Ted Kaczynski, like you understood why he was a loner and why he lived such a low profile life. That's just how he liked to live.
That's who he was.
You're out in the open, like letting people know.
You're just out here.
You're out there with a rape van
you're not gonna
and
get
a bunch
caught.
of pictures with crosshairs. Like you letting them know.
Yeah.
And for the pizza owner, when someone makes comments like that, they need to be reported to authorities. I'm sorry, in today's day and age, you need to be reported. You don't say those things in public.
No, you talk about wanting to go back to the Hitler days. You're probably going to kill somebody or try to, you know?
Even if you're not, it's not a joke.
Yeah.
Like joking about Hitler's like it's just is not it's in bad taste, and I think you know when someone's joking when they're not. Right? And when someone looks at you and goes, I want to go back to the Hitler days, like that's not a joke.
No.
That's not a joke.
No.
You know, you always see people do like the Hail Hitler salute or whatever. And it's like, all right, it's in bad taste in certain settings, but you know, when you say I want to go back to Hitler days, you're not playing around.
Yeah.
Even if you are, you need a psychiatric evaluation. But I'm just glad we got all the bombs and none of them went off.
Yeah, no, that's good
part.
that they were able to catch all of them, you know?
Yeah.
And that nothing catastrophic happened.
Yeah, because he sent quite a few.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, he's accused of sending pipe bombs to former President Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and other Democratic leaders, and to CNN's New York office. That could have been deadly.
Jeez, yeah, that could have been bad.
And why Bill and not Hillary?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, where did he send it to?
Because I think Bill and Hillary live in separate houses.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I know he lives in the house in Harlem because he's always walking down the streets of Harlem.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and I guess with their type of work, they're always just all in different places anyway, probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
He's just got his fuck pad in Harlem. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Who the hell knows?
So what was the other one with the Hitler guy? You had brought up another one.
Yeah, that was the shooting in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's right. You said somebody ran into something.
Yeah, he ran into a
temple?
Jewish synagogue that was having 3 different services at the same time going on.
Jeez. And started shooting.
And yeah, he unloaded with an AR.
In Pittsburgh?
Yeah, he killed 11, injured
Jeez.
another 6 or 9. The sad part is a lot of people that died were just super old. He killed a lot of elderly people, and he was talking about how you know Hitler killed the Jews. That's what he wanted to do. They finally released the names of the dead last night. 2 of them, 2 of them, I believe, were brothers. Oh wow! And they were both intellectually disabled.
Jeez,
it's sad.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting though, and I thought about this on the drive here. It's funny how Roseanne was talking about how the Jews are getting killed and all this, and then this happens. And this is like a true representation.
I mean, it's not funny but I know what you mean.
It's a coincidence.
It's ironic.
Ironic. Because this happens in other countries a lot, and we don't ever see it. And now we see it here.
Yeah, it's
for the first time. The guy was in there for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and apparently he was just slaughtering people. It wasn't.
That's a lot of damage you can do in 20 minutes.
It wasn't like one gunshot down.
Yeah.
It was. He was lighting the bodies up.
Jeez. That's awful.
But he didn't kill himself. So he was caught, and they're gonna go for the death penalty. And a person like this needs to be put down. Unfortunately,
Pennsylvania has the death penalty still.
Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm for putting this guy out.
Yeah, absolutely.
This amplifies the the Second Amendment talks and try to get more gun control.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some more. Do you believe any of those conspiracies where obviously a lot of these shootings, people think it's what do they call them? False flags or whatever.
This one,
where it's set up because they a lot of gun nuts think, well, you set this killing up with an AR-15 so you can try and ban them.
Yeah, and
You know?
that's what's the guy that was just kicked off all social media? Alex Jones.
Yeah.
He's a
He
false.
talked about
he's
that,
a
right?
he's a false flag motherfucker.
Yeah.
Everything to him is a false flag.
Yeah.
But this one's not. This one's not because
Yeah.
I've never.
No, I don't think it is. I was just bringing that
but
up because we had talked about.
If anyone
conspiracies.
tries to even come with the conspiracy, this one and I'll get why. There's a social media platform called Gab.
Okay.
And I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
But it's at Go. I guess it's through GoDaddy's like the.
Interesting.
It's like you can buy a domain through there, and then they'll set up the website for you. It's a social media platform, I guess, governed by through GoDaddy. It's called Gab.com or some shit like that. It's called Gab. I don't know what the website completely is.
Yeah.
But I guess it's very popular with super extreme rightists.
Okay.
Because there's no private, it's completely private, and there's no restrictions on what you can post. It has a built-in feature where if you find something offensive, you can filter it through, and as you go along and filter out,
You just won't see it.
You just won't see these things. That way, you don't see all this crazy stuff.
It's not a bad thing to have.
It was taken down because it was taken down, I guess, last night or yesterday, because this guy was on it. And it was just anti-Semitic, all kinds of crazy things. And they started finding that a lot of these extreme rightists are on there just trying to get, just trying to rile people up into a shoot in order for these things to happen. So he's documented that this was like a thing. He even posted a few minutes before he walked in there. It was something like, screw the optics. I'm headed in or something like that. I had that exact quote. I just don't know. I don't know where I saw it. But yeah, Gab was taken down, and apparently every weapon he brought in there he used.
Wow.
He methodically took his time. He was talking to these people. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You don't want to see these things happen.
No, it's terrible.
I'm not we're not church going people, but
no, but still.
It's like the last place you want something like this to happen, It's not what you're there for.
It's not a good place for something like that to happen, especially, it was obviously an easy for what his purpose was, and it's fucked up.
Yeah, he said he wanted this is a quote, he wanted all the Jews to die, and also that the Jews were committing genocide to his people. I'm not sure who his people are, but
yeah, what does that even mean? Because
he was white, so I don't know what he considers his people.
Yeah.
This is pretty fresh.
Huh.
But yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
I don't like when I see these things happening.
Yeah.
I'm a big proprietor of the Second Amendment, but I'm almost to the point now where it's like, let's make it harder to get a semi-automatic. Let's make it real hard.
I think there can be more regulations on how to get them, more background checks, more in depth, to be able to get approved. I think, but people are so scared to let even that happen because, they think it's the first step towards
you don't want to let them in.
Having no guns, You give a little, they take it all,
Exactly.
is what a lot of the, Second Amendment people think. But I definitely think we could use a little help, so some of these psychopaths can't get them as easily. Yeah. They'll still find ways to get them, but, when you can just walk into any store and pick one off the shelf and walk out, and it's pretty simple, it makes things like this easier to happen.
100%. No, I think we got to get stricter on. I don't think we should not allow people to get them, but we need to make it. We need to make it really hard to get an assault, a semi-automatic, or any kind of.
You got to have all the background checks.
Weapon.
You got to check off all the boxes to be approved. I don't think that's a terrible thing.
I would even be fine with voting to have taxpayer dollars to pay psychiatrists or psychologists to give people an on-site psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah.
We just got to make it harder, and there's no real good answer, but we have to try something, before it gets to the point where they're like, we just need to repeal this whole thing.
Well, that's it, yeah. Because essentially they'll just end up taking it away.
Yeah, this was the deadliest attack on a Jewish community in the history of the U.S.
Wow.
And shout out, honest to goodness, shout out to the first responders in Pittsburgh for preventing this from getting any worse.
Yeah.
2 SWAT members were shot multiple times.
Wow.
Like, this was a firefight.
Wow.
This was no joke. So shout out to them for going in there, because when we had the thing here in Florida at the high school,
Yeah.
Miami-Dade sheriff, whatever you call them, they didn't even go in.
Yeah, they refused to go in.
They didn't even want to go in. So, shout out to Pittsburgh for handling this, and for those,
in there.
For people, doing their job. I think when we see police officers, a lot of times we think so negatively because of all the media attention that they get.
Of course.
But
and you get a ticket, you get a speeding ticket or something, and you want to be pissed off. And
they're doing the job that most of us don't want to do. Especially when you get to like the SWAT and that kind of level. You're literally going in there knowing that you're gonna have to kill someone, and you might be killed yourself.
Absolutely.
Their job is to come home at night.
Yep.
So, shout out to the first responders. They did a real nice job.
Oh. Bringing it down.
Yeah. So 2 middle school girls planned to kill a bunch of kids in their class and drink their blood.
The fuck?
Yeah. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah, 2 middle school girls wielding multiple knives and a goblet were found in the bathroom stall of a Central Florida middle school.
Naturally.
Yeah, we're keeping it local in this episode.
Naturally.
They were planning on killing and drinking the blood of younger students in an attempt to bring themselves closer to Satan. They were trying to get a little fur in their life. Of course this was in Bartow.
Oh, well, that's
Makes a whole lot of sense.
It does
now.
make a lot of sense.
11 and 12-year-old students were described as Satan worshippers who hatched a plan to murder up to 25 students after watching a scary movie over the weekend. The plan was to kill at least 1 student, but they were hoping to kill anywhere between 15 and 25.
Jesus.
Killing all these students was in hopes that they would make them worse sinners, ensuing that after they killed themselves, they would go to hell and that they would be with Satan. Now
that's something.
Look at these knives that these girls put in their bags.
Oh, is that just a straight up kitchen knife?
It's a butcher knife.
Yeah.
It's about a 12-inch blade.
Yeah.
Now, Oli and myself, we don't have kids.
Nope.
But we did. I share custody of a dog. You had a dog at one point. When that dog does something bad, didn't you know? You could just look at it and knew it did something.
Yeah.
I feel like when a kid hatches a plan to kill anywhere between 15 and 25 students, unless that kid's a psychopath, they have to be on edge. They have to be kind of nervous.
Well,
you don't pick up on these cues. I'm not saying the parents could have prevented this, right?
Well, but I think the thing too is,
but I'm just saying,
those teenage years tend to be a little weird and moody and shit anyway.
And what fucking scary movie they're watching?
With. Yeah,
because I want to watch it now.
To see if you get possessed.
Well, I don't know.
By Satan.
I don't know. I'm not saying I want a little fur in my life. I don't think I do. But I mean, they watched a 95-minute long movie and were like, I want to kill 25 people now. And then on a Monday morning, they're like,
I want to drink their blood.
We're going to do it. Now, all this does, I mean, what is it? Some schools now have the clear backpack policy.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're just going to get to the point where you're going to have to walk through 6 metal detectors. It's going to be like TSA for a school.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get half naked.
Yep.
You have to jump, cough twice.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I'm not really sure what to say about that story.
Where's Bartow? In Polk County. Shout out Grady Judd.
I
might write him in for president this year.
Yeah?
Or in 2 years.
Yeah?
Grady Judd. If you don't know who Grady Judd is, look him up. He's pretty much the U.S.'s expert on pedophiles.
Yeah, basically. Anyway.
Yeah, state of Florida's, we get kind of crazy here.
But what else you got? Let's get Maybe something a little lighter, and then let's wrap this bitch up. I got to get ready to go to the airport.
Let's talk Halloween costumes real quick.
Sounds good.
Because Megyn Kelly, which, I mean, she's given NBC plenty of chances to fire her.
Okay.
They removed her. They fired her from her show. She has a rumored $62 million out clause, so they're going to have to pay her out big time.
Hell yeah.
Also, she's a dime piece. Look at this. She's like a hair.
Oh, her. Yeah, okay.
She's
I've seen
hair
her.
under
yeah,
50.
I was trying to picture who she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, great looking woman.
I ain't mad at her.
Great looking woman.
So she made a comment on her show, Megyn Kelly in the Morning or Megyn Kelly Today. It's with regards to Halloween costumes, and they were basically just trying to designate what's racist, what's not racist.
This was a big thing last year, too.
Yeah.
I thought it was horse shit. So maybe you can change my mind this year. Probably not, but let's try.
I want to see if I had her exact quote. Yeah. She said, "What is racist? You do get in trouble if you're a white person who puts on blackface for Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface. Back when I was a kid, that was okay, just as long as you were dressing up as a character."
Yeah.
She went on to say, who doesn't love Diana Ross? She wants to look like Diana Ross for one day, in reference to a person who dressed up as Diana Ross, a white person that put on some dark makeup.
Yep.
She wants to look like Diana Ross for one day. I don't know how that became racist on Halloween. It's like she's walking around wearing blackface. It's not like she's walking around wearing blackface in general.
Mm-hmm.
That was the extent of her comment.
Okay.
And they fired her for that.
Okay.
First off, I don't think that she should be fired for that comment.
No.
I don't think she should.
No.
Not at
all.
She's 48 or 49. She's almost 50.
Yep.
Racism is she was she around for racism still exists today, so
Was
yeah.
she around for racism?
What I'm trying to say is people in that age group are a little more loosey-goosey in terms of racism than let's say a millennial.
Yeah, well, they were around more for a lot of the changes,
Yeah.
and seeing a lot more of the racism.
She was reading off like random schools' policies on Halloween costumes. One school was like, you can't dress up like Anne Frank. How the fuck do you dress up like Anne Frank? And then one person on the panel joked, oh yeah, you just carry around a diary. I don't know.
It's kind of funny.
Don't dress up. You can't dress up. You can't wear sombreros. One school banned sombreros. One school dressed up. Oh.
But we can wear them on Cinco de Mayo and it's fine.
One school banned, quote, anything Mexican. That in itself is racist. Yeah.
That is racist.
I'm not saying that she is not a racist. She probably is. She's given them plenty of chances. No, this is one of those things. It's like we really want to get rid of her, but we're trying to find a way.
Yeah.
She made a reference to a black face.
Yeah.
You're gone.
She's gone. Yeah.
You don't deserve to lose your job over that.
No.
That's an honest take.
No.
That's an honest take. Because if you do want to dress up like someone, that's what you do on Halloween.
That's what Halloween's for.
You're not wearing a white cape and a white hood,
you love this person,
right?
So you're gonna wear it. You're gonna dress up like them.
Like Aretha Franklin just passed. How many people dressed up like Aretha Franklin for Halloween?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a few.
I don't know. During Halloween, we get so what's politically correct. One school said
That's such
an
horseshit.
appropriate costume is dressing up as a letter from the alphabet. And she said, who the fuck wants to dress up like an A or a B?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a costume.
I didn't know it was
What are you
either.
for Halloween? C?
C.
The fuck's wrong with you? I don't
I'm
dress
going with
up.
P this year.
I don't dress up, but I don't give a fuck either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So a white
horseshit.
person can't dress up as like a martial artist because that would be
racist
towards Asians, Japanese culture, Korean culture. Like,
huh. Yeah.
Are you the only people that can do martial arts? No. I mean, can a black person not dress up like the Brawny Man?
Fuck it, if he wants to. I don't give a shit.
I don't know. I don't want to be skin in the game. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. Now, if I see you on a Tuesday in blackface, all right, you're a racist.
Yeah.
You're a racist.
But on Halloween,
Exactly.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you said it perfectly. Like you. So you're not gonna wear a sombrero on Cinco de Mayo because that's gonna be racist. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Get out of here.
Such horse shit.
Can't drink a margarita, can't have a fucking taco.
Right? Nothing Mexican.
Yeah. It's been a sad episode.
Jeez.
We just lost that Indonesian plane, too.
God damn it, man. You're bringing us back down.
189 people on board. Hit the ocean.
What ocean?
The Indian. I don't know, the Pacific.
One of them? One of the oceans.
I'm not good at oceans. That's the one thing I don't do well with.
Oh, well, I figured the article would say. What article?
Crashes into sea.
That's it? So sea, not ocean?
A Lion airplane carrying 189 people crashed into the sea minutes after takeoff from Indonesian capital on Monday. Yeah, it left Jakarta. I guess it would be the Indian.
Well, it also said sea, so it might not be.
Yeah, it might be a sea.
It says sea, so it's probably a sea. So it took off and then quickly landed in the water.
Yeah, I think within like 10 minutes.
Jeez.
But now there's a line that says ocean now.
The
God, this article sucks
ocean.
dick.
So what happened?
They don't know. It hit the water, and they're finding. So far, they found smashed up cell phones. They found like luggages, but no people yet. And it just crashed.
189 people.
Yeah, it just.
And then you
crashed
got your flight attendants, your captains.
Yeah, they say
and
potentially
nothing, no bodies.
It was carrying 181 passengers
total.
Yeah, and it was a very short flight, 1 hour and 10 minutes. It was just it was flying to Pengal, Penang. I don't know what that is.
Sounds good. Don't know either.
Yeah. Our thoughts are with anyone and all the...
So it just happened this morning.
Yeah, our thoughts are with anyone.
It's hot news.
Hopefully they find some of the people. What is it with the... I feel like every time a plane hits the water, it's from Indonesia. What is with the aviation there?
Maybe it's the wind.
I don't like other countries... like oversighting other countries, but I feel like this is now a UN thing.
It's an issue. They keep
this is now
planes.
a UN thing. Like the UN needs to step in and go, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Because they still haven't found that plane from 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That plane disappeared. And that's not the first time.
Crazy.
I don't know. They got to do something. I feel like every time a plane gets lost or goes down, it's an Indonesian plane.
Yeah.
And they got like
Crazy.
300. They got 300 people trying to. They got them all in the water. Yeah, it literally just happened. So,
Jesus.
Hopefully, I mean, it doesn't look good, but I mean, hopefully we find some people.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll at least find some bodies. But jeez, I mean, it must have crashed pretty hard into the water though, because I mean, although. I don't know, it's so weird. Something must have been really wrong.
Yeah, let me just type it into Google and see if they have any like...
You always hear those times where people like land on bodies of water and come and rescue all the, passengers, but apparently something had to go wrong if they crashed into the water.
They got debris.
Oh, wow.
There's bags. That bag's shredded. That cell phone's destroyed.
Yeah. Doesn't look good.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good at all.
I'm trying to see if I know like the sea, but it doesn't nothing.
Doesn't say where exactly.
I just pulled up another article. Nothing.
Still nothing. That's weird. 'Tis weird.
Yeah, 13 minutes into the flight, they lost contact with it.
Oh wow! So something went wrong.
Yeah, it literally
it
went up and down.
Yeah. Something went wrong pretty quickly then.
Here we go. Google Maps has a location on the thing.
Huh.
The
Nothing?
The Java Sea? I don't fucking know. Yeah, this isn't right.
Well, maybe.
Maybe it is.
Is it near Indonesia?
The Banda Sea?
Banda Sea?
Yeah, the Banda, Banda, maybe.
See that thing. All right. Yeah.
Fantasy. I don't know.
So I wonder where they were going exactly from there. I mean, that's all just those islands there, so
Yeah.
it's a tough place. Huh. Wow.
It's sad because Indonesians
Hopefully
are
they'll-
really nice. Remember the ones we used to work with?
Who
It
was
might have been-
Indonesian?
It might have been before you. A lot of the people in culinary. Because what happened was we had that partnership with Micronesia and Indonesia, and a lot of them ended up just staying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were super, super nice, though.
I'm not sure I met many of them.
Remember that one that kind of looked like Pie, who was always worked the mornings?
Yeah,
And he was
over
in
at the
culinary. He was
grill.
always walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, he was such a
Okay.
nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So a bunch of them just stayed.
Yeah, when it came time to go back,
They're
when
like,
their
"Fuck
contract was up,
this."
they left the like the dorm
Got a
living.
full-time job.
Yeah, and they just kind of stayed
and
on, and
went and got a...
it was loosey goosey, and Busch Gardens kind of didn't say anything, so they stayed.
Hey, they want to stay, they stay, right?
Yeah.
They're working. They're contributing. Extend that visa.
Al Jazeera is saying there is going to be no survivors.
Well, at this point,
ago.
if they haven't found
Yeah.
anybody, I mean, that's not that good.
Ooh, 10 minutes ago, CNN says they have found 6 bodies in the sea, all deceased.
Wow. That's sad.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Like I don't think I'd ever get on an Indonesian flight.
No, I don't even want to fly there.
Yeah. But yeah, what else you got? You're about to leave?
Yep.
Yeah, catch a flight.
Catching a flight in a few hours.
Where are you going?
Indiana.
New or old Mexico?
Indiana.
Oh, I was completely off.
So old Mexico.
Cool. What are you doing up there?
Filming a show with Brad Miller.
Did you have this book for a while?
A little while. Yeah, a little while.
Yeah, because Sister Vince just wanted to know if you wanted to go to Horror Nights on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, I won't be
Yeah.
back until next Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, they're building a big horror haunted house at the house.
Yeah, she did that last year.
I wasn't here yet. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it last year. I didn't get a sick invite, but
Yeah, sick invite.
but yeah, no, I won't be here all week. So I'll get back either Sunday night or Monday morning.
Sounds
Still
good.
to be determined.
Yeah. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. club's gonna be solo. Team's not gonna
All
be
week.
there.
Yeah, all week. I can call you, but it'll be an hour earlier. I'm pretty sure I'll be an hour earlier. So
Oh shit. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
word. Sounds good. Yeah, let's wrap it up so I can finish packing and all this other bullshit and we can get this bitch posted.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep it red, white, and blue.
And blue.
What does it even mean?
It means
I don't know.
keep it American.
I feel like we keep trying to figure out how to like call this
Yeah.
thing out.
I think we had it going good for a while.
Keep
We
it
just
red, white,
scream
and
something.
blue.
Just scream something and then cut it, you know?
We should just keep screaming, keep it red, white, and blue.
Bye.